Welcome to all the beautiful Aries tuning in today for your love reading. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all safe, and I hope you're all happy no matter where you are in the world. I'm sending you many healing thoughts and positive vibes, positive energy your way. If you're new to Soul Embers, hello. My name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading helpful and you choose to stick around for the journey. I do take personal readings, guys, so if you vibe with my reading style, my contact details are in the description box below, as well as all the other information relating to this channel. So, love reading. Is it a potential love interest? Is it an existing partnership? It could have to do with an ex. Whatever the case might be, there might be a message within this reading for you today. So let's draw a card and see who I'm connecting with, who this message is for, and we'll take it from there. All right, Aries, what's going on with Aries in love at this time? What's going on with Aries in love at this time? What message do we have for Aries? Who am I connecting with today? Messages for Aries. Sorry, I just need one card, and that's the one I'm going to take. Okay. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. And I'll show you this card, guys. I'm just going to move this candle because I am going to burn myself, no doubt. Okay. How beautiful is that? And you know, I'm looking at this card and there's a lady here and she's looking at a dragon. Now, fire-breathing dragons, they seem very scary. And I just get a feeling that whoever I'm connecting with, whichever Aries out there I'm connecting with, are dealing with a situation where things are not, don't take things at face value. That's the primary message I get. You know, look for the good in everyone. It's almost like the person that you're connecting with, or you, Aries, I should say, have built some kind of have this armor on, and it's to protect you from being vulnerable because you're associating vulnerability with weakness or getting hurt. There is a lot of love within you, Aries. I feel this message is for you, and there is a lot of love within you, but you're finding it very difficult to allow yourself to take off that armor and let others see you for who you truly are. How much passion is behind that armor, how much love, how pure and how deep that love can go, how compassionate you can be, how empathetic you can be. And the exterior seems to be so hard. It seems to be almost like you cannot penetrate it, or others can't penetrate it. It's going to take whoever you're dealing with patience. It's going to take them a little bit of wisdom. Someone that is, I guess, emotionally intelligent enough to be able to see through this weapon, this armor that you've created to protect what aspect of yourself you're still trying to potentially heal, you're still trying to understand, you're still trying to control, you're still trying to cultivate. There is an aspect of you that you feel needs to be protected and kept safe because you don't know if at this stage you have what it takes to work through any further trauma that may be caused And there is an element of really building strength in that area, understanding of self, to then allow yourself to open up and drop that armor. Now, if this sounds more like the person you're connecting with, maybe they're displaying a really hard exterior. Maybe they're not emotionally connecting, and then you see glimpses of their true nature, of the core essence of their beauty, of love, of empathy, of compassion, of reciprocation. This could definitely be flipped. The energy can definitely be flipped. So look for the good in any situation. Can go either way depending on which side you're on, who you are in this message, if the message resonates. If you are focused on the problem, the vibration for the problem is much different to the vibration of the solution. And if you're finding that you really want to connect with someone and you're finding it difficult, it's the fear of not being able to connect that you're vibrating at. So coming from a place of love and really aligning with that love space, aligning with those good feelings that come with love, the warmth, the safety, the understanding, the those fuzzy feelings that come, that fullness that comes with love. Connecting with those aspects of yourself will automatically put you in the vibration of the solution. And the solution is to experience more of that and to start trusting yourself. So we need to step into the frequency of the solution to cultivate that further, expand, make more space for it, breathe space into that. All right, I'm going to read the definition from the book and we'll move on to pull some more cards and dig a little bit deeper for you, Aries. Focus on love. It is easy to see the faults in other people. Think of the positive characteristics of the people in your life. Remember the things that caused you to love them in the first place. Focusing on the love will change and heal any negativity that there is. You may be experiencing a rough patch with someone you share a relationship with. Work toward turning things around. How you perceive a situation has a lot to do with how you feel about it. Be good to people no matter who they are or what role they play in your life. When you approach relationships with a positive mindset, you reinforce the love in your life. Strive to be supportive and loving. Foster the good in others and the return will be tenfold. A wood nymph offers her hand to a dragon. Dragons symbolize power, magic, and balance. The orange, yellow, and green tones in the card point to a relationship, communication, and healing. A situation may feel intimidating, but you have the tools to get on track. Beautiful. So what I'm getting here is, there is an aspect, the areas that I'm connecting with, there is an aspect that has of yourself that has been hurt, disappointed, traumatized, and it's almost like the defenses have gone up. The armor has come on and the focus is on the problem and the protecting that vulnerable side of you. And the message that I'm getting is by focusing on the love, by focusing on, the good experiences that love brings will automatically put you in the energy of the solution, and you will start to see things from a different perspective. That does not mean that you want to further enable their behavior. It just means that if you are stuck, you will find a way to wriggle out of that, or you will find a way to move past that because you're stepping into the frequency of the solution and creating more space for more love to come in, rather than keeping yourself bound within a certain thought process. Wow, gorgeous, Aries. So let's pull out some cards and let's have a look a little bit deeper. Where do you stand with this situation? I want to see where you stand with this situation a little bit more. Yeah, okay. All right, Aries. So there is this realization. So reality kicks in, and you realize that, you know what, maybe this is not for me, or maybe that's spirit's message for you. There is something within this that is not sitting right with you, Aries. There is something within this that really doesn't feel right. It might feel good. It might in the moment, there might be aspects of it, because I see that there are certain aspects of this that are really fulfilling, but are they sustainable? Can they keep that momentum going? Do they give enough fuel? Do they inject enough fuel to keep it going? Or are you having to consistently apply yourself in a way to keep those wheels turning? And that's the feeling I get from this card. You know, it's almost like there is a lot of strategy that needs to go into this to keep this like afloat, to keep it going. You know, chess, I see chessboard here, is all about strategy. It's all about thinking. And it's interesting because the person you're connecting with pulled the card thinker. And that's what the game of chess is all about. It is about strategy. It is about foresight. It is about knowing what the next move is going to be. And what I'm feeling for you, Aries, you know, predicting the person's next move and trying to dodge that, right? So what I'm getting here, Aries, is that there is so much focus on both of your ends, on both halves, right? To understand the other person's motives, that we're forgetting about what our motives really are. Where are we going with this? Where is this going? What really matters? What is working and what is aligning? Are we becoming lost in desperately trying to make something work and forgetting that it's not supposed to be this hard? It shouldn't feel like a game of strategy. It shouldn't feel like I'm going to wait and see what move they're going to make before I give attention. I'm going to see what attention they give me before I give them, reciprocate their attention also. And do you feel, the question is, do you feel that there is this flow of energy going on here? Because something is not sitting right and you're realizing this now. All right, let's pull out a couple more tarot. I'm just getting, Aries, that you're feeling really undecided and you're questioning your intuition. You go swinging between questioning it and then it being so intense that you're like, nope, this is, I totally feel that there is more to this than I'm aware of. There is more to this person that I'm aware of. So whether this is a new love interest that you have in mind that you really want to pursue things with, and you kind of feel like something's holding you back, whether this be an existing partnership and you feel that this person is withholding things from you, situationship even, where you feel that things are not at face value and you can't allow yourself to drop that armor and be vulnerable. You don't trust the situation. There is something that's not sitting right. There is something that is not clear here. And it's causing you to want to move really slowly and apply. The focus is on what could be wrong. The focus is on what, them not taking advantage of you, them not trying to pull the wool over your eyes, them not trying to lie to you. You're trying to figure out the reasons, and you're searching for reasons that this person is not for you, and it's causing you to really energetically leave yourself and try and figure out their motives. And it's almost like you've become a little bit confused about where is this going. It's time to go back to the drawing board. What is it that I want? What is it that matters to me? What type of love do I want to give? Because I feel that you're withholding it. Again, flip the energy as you need to if that sounds more like them. And so you want to take this further, but there is definitely something holding you back. Intuitively, this is what you're feeling, that they're hiding something from you. Meanwhile, the person that you're connecting with, again, it's about strategy. They are definitely being very observant. They're trying to take things at face value, and they're trying to follow a logical path. They're trying to weigh up the pros and the cons and to see if there's enough common ground here. So it's almost like there is an element of attraction, but the attraction isn't charged enough. That magnetism isn't charged enough to allow for that emotional connection to really ignite. That's what's going on here. And it's because both of you are not willing to be vulnerable. Both of you are not willing to take that risk with each other. There is this element of fear of rejection here, and fear of taken advantage of, or being seen as, being seen as ignorant or silly, or, you get what I'm saying. They're really not trying to force this to work. You may have noticed that they're trying to create space between you, or they've already taken space. You feel that they're starting to withdraw their energy, and that's because they want to see what you're going to do with that space and how you're going to handle that space. Meanwhile, you're doing the same thing. And so both of you are thinking about where this could go wrong, rather than focusing on the good feelings that you bring to each other that make things go right, and the attraction that was there to start off with to help build this, right? From that baseline, that initial attraction. All right. So let me pull out a couple more cards on that one for you. So guys, if this has to do with the next, I will be releasing the X readings in the next couple of weeks. So check them out if that's something that you're interested in. All right, I hear you. All right, so here's the deal. You are measuring things up. Your strategy is you're in your headspace. You're trying to figure out how you can work with this, how actions match, how their words match their actions, or rather than words, you're dismissing words, and you're trying to see how they're going to, how it's going to play out in their actions, in their patterns, their behaviors, the day-to-day effort that they make to help this grow. Again, this may have to do with a situation that was going great, and you had, this deep knowing that something was off, that something was hidden from you, it was uncovered, and it's caused you to retreat. So now you don't believe what they're saying, and they have to rebuild trust. So that is for those of you that have already are already in some form of a connection with someone. If this is a new love interest and you're trying to take it from, you know, the early stages of getting to know each other to really build that attraction and form a connection, I feel that both of you are coming from a different angle as to how you want to connect. You want to see them take the risk and make more of an effort to better get to understand you. They want to see you make more of an effort to emotionally connect. They're coming from a space where they need emotional connection for this attraction to build, and you need to see how they're going to put things into action to invest further for this attraction to build. So they've been watching you. They've been they're really been assessing your actions. They've been assessing your actions with others, regardless of whether this is an existing partnership or a new potential. So they've really been watching and observing how you deal with everything, how your interactions are with other people, what your communications are like online. Let's say if you're, you know, if you have them on social media, who you're interacting with, who you're talking with, how those conversations play out. They're watching you and they're trying to figure out how they can come and form some kind of a connection, work through this boundary with you. Both of you want to see this go in a positive way. That's the bottom line here, Aries. And if there's fear that's involved with this, it's on both parties. Neither of you want to be hurt. Neither of you want to be rejected. Neither of you want to be vulnerable. So here we are at a standoff. And Spirit is saying, well, if you want this to move, we have two people that are vibrating at exactly the same energy where neither is willing to invest and leave themselves vulnerable because you don't know how to work with that space. Focus on the joy, the good times, being in the present rather than focusing on what could go wrong. If you want this to work, but you don't want to allow yourself to be open to being hurt, just focus on the now, on enjoying your time with them. And if you want to match their energy and you want to do that in a comfortable way where you still feel protected, putting yourself in a situation where you don't particularly need to go out of your way, extremely out of your way to meet with them, to meet their energy is going to be helpful. For example, you know, go about your day-to-day life, continue cultivating that, continue building a juicy lifestyle. And if you've got half an hour spare and they've got that half hour spare and it doesn't really throw your day out, invest half an hour of being fully present with them and, you know, really bringing the fun in that half an hour with them and joy and enjoying each other's company, and then go about your business and go about your day. Okay, that's a type of message that I'm getting and coming from that space. It's going to start helping both of you becoming unstuck. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's Spirit's message here. What do they want you to know about this situation? There is this need for interdependence, okay? Codependence, independence, and interdependence. And I have a feeling that you're coming from a space where you're afraid to be codependent and over investing yourself and then leaving yourself feeling disappointed and leaving yourself burnt and vulnerable. So you're coming from that fear of that. You are in the element of independence where you want to make sure you're in complete control of the situation. But what's needed here is interdependence. That's what it's asking you to do. This is what Spirit's message is. By focusing on those joyful moments and on the positive aspects, creating that interdependence between the two of you. You know, allowing them to support you to get the best result in a way that feels comfortable, in a way where you're not overextending yourself. If at any point you feel that you're going to be investing too much of yourself, it's okay to pull your energy a little bit. It's okay to allow them, though, to, support you in the moments where you're feeling that there's a positive flow of energy exchange. Speaking about what you need, what your heart really needs. Do you need more time? Do you need to see this unfolding at a steady and slow pace? And the more that they open up, it allows you to form that emotional connection so that you can open up as well. Do you need to express that you only feel comfortable with certain things, doing certain things because it helps you feel better protected? Being really honest and objective about it will really help them understand you and will help them open up as well. Spirit wants you to know that it's a time for you to receive. It is a time for you to receive, and this person is willing to offer you the support that you need to work through any challenges and any fears of that codependency that you had previously formed that's left you feeling traumatized and feeling vulnerable and feeling like you need to really create those boundaries to keep yourself protected here, Aries. So yeah, guys, if this reading resonates and you'd like to reach out to explore your situation a little bit deeper, please do reach out. I would love to do a reading for you. So receiving that support, not everyone's the same. It's time to walk away from this disappointment. It's time to walk away from the fears and the attention being on the negative thoughts of what could come, that could those fear-related thoughts about the negative aspect of what they could bring, and waiting for things to go wrong. That's a type of energy I get. It's time, even though you had some very disappointing things happen in your love life, that is now behind you, Aries. Even though you're disappointed, you're walking away from it, and this person is offering you the space that you need to work through this, if only you are open to communicating it in a way that you truly feel it. There is still some healing here that needs to be done, but you don't need to be completely healed for yourself to receive this helping hand, to receive this support. Just being open, and if they really feel that connection with you, they will want to support you in that and give you the space that they need, that you need to work through it. Yeah. All right, guys, I hope you found that reading helpful. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you for your next lot of readings, Aries. Bye.